Yeah, baby. We are live. We're live. Yo, we're live, doubles. We are live. Yo, what's up? What's up? It's Coach Nick Money in the house with the one, the only. I like to call him the indelible one. And I like to call y'all the indelible pride.
Yeah.
Row.
Wow.
Leave your mark. Yeah, this is the one and only DBL Nicks in the house.
AKA the Rainmaker.
Yes. And of course, we have our secret weapon. I am unleashing on the Serengeti, the bushy tail Serengeti specialist. Nobody except us has the bushy tail Serengeti specialist. The one, the only. She's ready to pounce on any stonk that goes parabolic for the indelible pride. That's all of us, y'all. Y'all, because we live in the South. Y'all. Y''ALL. The one and only DBL Moms.
Hey!
Well, now it's a party. All right, let's get into this. First of all, if you're not following us on YouTube, would you kindly do what this young man says, por favor?
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded. And remember to share.
Because sharing is caring, doubles.
Yay.
Yes, it helps the stream grow. And if the stream grows, we could create more videos like the one we did yesterday on VSME, which ran 121% this morning. And we put that video out last night. So hopefully you're subscribed to the YouTube channel so that you got that video yesterday before VSME ran parabolic 121% in pre-market.
Yes, sir.
Who does that? Who does that? We do. We do. Flex, double flex. All right, let's get back into this now. All right, if you're not following us on X.com, a.k.a. Twitter, we're at Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money. And, of course, you can follow us on Twitch at Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money. And, of course, you could also follow us on TikTok at DBL Nicks.
DBL Nicks.
At DBL NICKS Nicks, with the screen name being Coach Nick Money. Folks, we are going to be streaming on multiple social media channels this morning, and then after that, we will be streaming in our private Discord where we get a lot more intense and a lot more serious, and we go over a lot of our strategies on how to find these parabolic runners that we catch all day long from 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time all the way until 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Who does that?
Who
Doubles.
does that? Oh.
We do that. So this morning we gave our private Discord CING. CING went up 199%. We gave them SPRC, ran up 156%. And of course, last night, early in the after hours, we gave them VSME, which ran 121% today. We gave it to them as an early watch list for today. And then, of course, later on in the evening, we created a video for the greater indelible pride on social media, baby, because that's what we do. So let me flex a little bit on that. All right, so if you want to join us in the Discord to check out our live stream and to also get all of our picks super early, all of our pick alerts super early, there is a link in the description and in the pinned comment. For $1, you can try out the Discord. And I'm telling you right now, we're going to be raising the prices pretty soon. So if you're on the fence, now's the time to do what you got to do. There's no pressure, but I'm letting you know as a courtesy, prices are going to be going up because we're adding more and more features. We have live streaming, how we trade, almost every single day. We have access to our course, which is over 400 live videos and audio files on a multitude of strategies on how we trade and so on and so forth. That's on the More Coach Nick Money tier. Okay, that's $5.99 for a 5-day trial. Okay, so you have options. So if you click the link in the description, you could either sign up for the monitoring, which is a $1 trial. The $5.99 trial is the monitoring and the educational content. And of course, both of those platforms have our live streaming in the Discord. Discord's fire. I mean, it's just absolute fire. Okay. And we're putting more and more content. We have live scanners that have been custom built by very high level members of our Discord. So we have scanners. We have real-time news feeds for the entire stock market, entire stock market. Okay, most discords don't have that.
Yes.
No, most a lot of these discords are run by influencers working out of their mom's basement. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, not to put them down, but it's the reality. All right. So the real McCoy, I don't usually spend this much time talking about what we do, but you know what? Sometimes if you don't open your mouth, people don't know. They don't know how good you are. All right, let's get into this. We got WJ asking about edibles. He said he's watching it, so let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at edible. It's EDBL. All right, so it had news yesterday. It had formed that double top over here and sold off, and now it's trying to create a cup and handle right here. So let's get rid of the old drawings. Let's start off by removing the old drawings. And what we have is a potential cup and handle over here forming on very low volume. You can see that the volume is low because the candles are quite choppy. If I go into the 1 minute chart, you could see the choppiness of the situation because of lack of volume, but this is clearly a formation of a cup and handle pattern. However, it needs volume doubles. It needs a volume. Vitamin V for volume. And yeah, so volume would help this out tremendously. It had news yesterday, and that was the reason why it spiked up so much. Big sell-off, but now it looks like it's trying to bounce back. James wants to know about INVO. Let's check it out. Let's take a look at it. Similar situation over here. Over here, you kind of have what looks like a potential double bottom, so we can go ahead and circle that right here. Right, so you got a potential double bottom, but the issue is, again, not a lot of volume, okay? And you could see on the 5 minute, because there's a lot of gaps between the candles, and it's even more obvious when you go on the 1 minute, right? When you go on the 1 minute, you could see that there's just not a heck of a lot of volume. So you have a potential double bottom. You could see it on the 5 minute chart. Here's a bottom, but you don't have a lot of volume. This would benefit with an injection of vitamin V.
And a little bit of D.
And a little bit of D. Demand and volume. Demand and volume. So let's go and take a look at what's been moving this morning. The big mover this morning was CING, but it has been pulling back since early this morning. So let's go through what's happening. This is a 199% run, but now it's selling off. It's trying to consolidate on the 5 minute chart at the 13 EMA. This broken line right here is the 13 EMA. It's a pretty significant pullback, which kind of makes me feel uneasy. But it had news, so let's go into it. Singulate issued European patent for lead asset CTX 1301, and it's for the treatment of attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. The float, very low, 498,000, and it did have 13 million in volume, so it had quite a bit of volume. But right now it is struggling under VWAP. VWAP is right around $4.39. We will get the graffiti pencil out and create the level right there. And of course, you also have resistance at the 9 EMA. We would want to see the 9 EMA start to turn upward. Let's take a look at it on the 1 minute. We're looking at it on the 1 minute. Potentially could be a descending wedge bull reversal, but it would need a lot of volume, and it is below VWAP. So that's an issue. So it needs a volume to be valid, and I would need to see this 9 EMA really start curling up. So it's a big, it's a big maybe. It's a big maybe. It needs volume to really be legit. Okay, let's move to the next ticker that went parabolic. That would be SPRC. SPRC, this ticker, it went up 156%. And of course, we called it for the Discord. You know we did that. Come on now. Espresso ice, baby. Espresso ice. Okay, so this looks quite bearish to me, doubles. You got a whole bunch of tops over here. I don't like that. It is trying to curl, but you really have what looks like a head and shoulders on this particular area. So you got top, 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 and then head and shoulders. Very bearish. What's the story with it? It's a sub-dollar stock. It's currently up 96%, so it gave back a considerable amount of its profit, if you will. Float is low, 2.6 million. Volume high, 41 million. I like that. This had a business combination prospectus yesterday. That's what the news was that made this stock move as aggressively as it did. So we have a situation where it's unclear at this point where we're going to go with it. It could potentially be a head and shoulders on this pattern right here. So let's go ahead and circle that. This could be a head and shoulders, right? Right there. Come on, do it. Do it. Head and shoulders, okay? It is attempting to break this downtrend, so that's good, right? But it's sub VWAP, right? So could this be a descending wedge bull reversal? It doesn't have a lot of volume, and it's a big one. What if? If it does get volume, it's going to have resistance at VWAP, which is around 69.5 cents. Let's go ahead and draw that line right over here. So it's really going to depend on what the volume picture looks like. Right now, it seems to be diminishing and pulling downward and going towards the oversold area, and it still has room to go down even more. You have a whole host of red candles and a whole host of candles that are diminishing in size. So I don't think that this descending wedge is valid unless there's an infusion of volume, and I'm just not seeing it. I suspect that what we're going to see is a situation. Let's get rid of this descending wedge because I don't think that's valid. Let's get rid of it. I think what we might end up seeing, unfortunately, is going to be a continuation of a pull downward because of a head and shoulders pattern. So it looks more like this to me than anything else. Here's your shoulder. There's your other shoulder. And here's your head. So why am I saying this? Because you got, look at this. You got a top over here. You got a top over here. And you got another top over here, and this is obviously a clear level of significant resistance. That's why I'm saying that. So we can go ahead and put a little ringy-dingy so that we know exactly where the strong resistance is. It's right around 73 cents. And right now it formed, this would be 1, 2, 3, 4 tops, and then it shoots up and fails, forming a head and another top, right? So 2 of the tops are actually the shoulders of this head and shoulder pattern. So you got a lot of bearish pattern formation here, and then right here it gets really bearish. So that's a potential issue for this ticker. And if you look at it on the 1 minute and we zoom in, you could see that the 9 EMA is still pulling downward, and you could see that the candles are very top wick heavy, which is indicative of indecisiveness on the part of buyers. So what could rectify this? Volume. However, there is attention being placed on other tickers like CING. Yeah, you ran 156% SPRC. Thank you very much for the memories, but what have you done for me lately? What have you done for me lately? Okay? This looks very bearish to me. I don't like that. Let's go to VSME. VSME regained compliance with NASDAQ. That news came out yesterday. It ran parabolic this morning, 121. It was running yesterday as well. But since then, it has formed this terrible type of situation of a double top right over here. So you got a top here and another top here, and the price action has flushed and has gone below VWAP. Currently, it's at the 200 EMA on the 1 minute chart. Let's go ahead and put a level over there. It's trying to hold that, but that's a lot of giving back what it did. A lot of giving back. It's down now to being up only 56%. It was up 121%, so it gave almost 70% of its gain back. All right, so you have support here for the time being, and resistance at VWAP, which is at about $1.36, and it still looks quite bearish. It's trending downward. It would need to break this downtrend to become even remotely considered schmexe. Yeah. Good morning, James. What's up?
Good morning, James.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Time for some espresso. I'm getting a little parched. There was AISP that we're going to do next. That espresso, though. AISP. AISP also ran earlier in the morning. Currently, it's up only 27%. They had some insider buying that was reported on the 14th, which was yesterday. The float, It's not horrible. It's not wonderful. It's about 8 million, but the volume's only 4 million. So there's not a lot of volume on it, unfortunately. But it has been trending upward for the most part. It's currently sub VWAP. So if we zoom in, you can see that the VWAP is roughly around 328. Let's go ahead and get the graffiti pencil out and draw a level right there. There's your resistance of VWAP. We would want to see the price action above VWAP. It's looking like it's breaking the uptrend, but it still hasn't broke it completely, but it looks like it's trying to. And if we zoom in, we can see that there potentially could be an irregular head and shoulders, with the shoulder being here, here, and the head being here. Let's take a look at it on the 1 minute, see what it looks like on the 1 minute, which is a more reactive pattern. And basically on this reactive pattern, we can consider this a top, even though it's also a head, but let's call it a top for argument's sake. Top over here, double top, and that would be an indication that we're going to see a pull downward.
James says, thanks, Nick. Good morning to you, too. Held AISP, made $4 made 4 overnight.
Nice. James made a lot of money.
Definitely woke up to some good plays this morning. So
love
thanks,
it.
bro.
Our pleasure. Love
Our
it.
pleasure,
Love it, James. Love it.
Love to
Like
hear
hearing you making money. Make that money, because I am Coach Nick Money, baby. Yeah, I like hearing that. That's almost as good as me getting money. Other folks getting money, I love it. Bravo, bravo, bravo. Me getting money, bravo, bravo, bravo. Everybody getting money, major bravo, bravo, bravo. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's get busy. All right, CYTO. As I try to calm my emotions, I get so excited when I hear people making money. Making some loot, some big bucks. I tell you, some big bucks. Okay, CYTO ran earlier in the morning. It is trending downward, not schmexy at all. It needs to break this downtrend. It basically went around the corner and fell off a cliff, broke its neck, and it fallen and it can't get up. That's what I'm seeing. The story on this is from August 12th. They got a story. The story was that CYTO announced significant enhancement of immune checkpoint inhibition therapy in combination with blah, 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 delivered with blah, blah, blah in animal tumor models. The float's low, 2 million. Volume is about 8 million, but unfortunately, it couldn't hold its price and it pulled back significantly. So, you know what I like to say, Doubles?
What have you done for me
What have you done for me lately? You silly little CYTO. CYTO? CYTO? No, 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 no. CYTO? No, 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 no. Let's go back to CING. Check out what's going on with CING. Let's check it out. All right, so, right? We said that maybe it could be pulling a descending wedge bull reversal, but it would need volume, and quite frankly, it doesn't have a lot of volume. Right? Doesn't have a lot of volume, so meh, like that. I'm saying like that, and it would have significant resistance if it can reach levels up here, but it's nowhere near there. So let's get rid of that. That's not important, but it needs to really start curling upward. It's not doing that. It had a nice 199% run, but right now it's just under VWAP, not very attractive. We're still on the Serengeti. The bushy tail specialist, the one, the only, the Serengeti specialist, is in the weeds in the Serengeti right now. She is crouched down. If you could only see this, crouched down. Her bushy tail is shaking from left to right. She's getting ready to growl. Go ahead, growl, young lady.
Growl.
Okay, well, that was kind of pathetic. But anyway, she's getting ready to growl, and she's looking to pounce on the next stonk for the indelible pride. Okay, and we're still waiting to hear from her. As soon as you see something that you think is schmexy, would you let me know so I could tell the indelible pride what's going on? Yeah, baby. All right, let's take a look at some other tickers just to get a flavor of what's going on. ONFO, also on the scanner. ONFO. Not a lot of volume. Not interesting. Not interesting at all, actually. I would say meh, like that. GovX was also making a little bit of noise earlier in the morning, but nothing significant. Let's take a look at it. Trending upward. I think it had something to do with some kind of a virus in I guess in Africa is going on, and this company has to do with, I guess, vaccines, blah, 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 something like that. It's up 22%. It is a sub 5 million float stock, 4.9 million. The news is not, there's only news from yesterday, and it's not really directly relevant to this stock, but the World Health Organization declared Mpox in Africa is a global health emergency. And that was the news, and I guess that probably had some kind of a positive effect on this ticker overall. So it's been trending upward, but not moving quite cleanly and moving quite slowly. We have a high of $4.23. I don't know. I don't know, doubles. Like meh, like that, give me some volume. Get me excited. Tantalize me. Show me that you can give me some big, green, juicy, large candles, and then we can talk. But until then, I'm going to see another ticker, folks. I'm going to another ticker, CING.
Plastic pickles.
Yeah, the Vlasic pickle, the old pickle from Vlasic, or the plastic pickle, as I like to call them.
Yeah.
All right, so CING still struggling to see if we actually have a descending bull reversal. Not very attractive. SPRC, another ticker that ran and then lost momentum like that. This doesn't look good at all. It's got all these tops. It's got this head and shoulders. So SPRC, you ran up quite nicely in the pre-market, 156%. But right now you look kind of trashy. You need to get your act together. You need to work on yourself a little bit. You know what I mean? A little bit of volume, a little bit of vitamin D, demand, a little bit of demand, a little bit of volume, and you'll be all right. You'll be all right. That's what I'm trying to say. You gotta take care of yourself. ORGN is another ticker on the scanner. Not a lot of volume on it. Choppy, moving up a little bit. 14%. Float is massive. 126 million. And only 130,000 in volume. Not even remotely close to being interesting. I would say not schmexy. Not schmexy at all. Not schmexy at all. Doubles, not schmexy at all. Let's go back to CING. CING. I don't know if I spoke about what actually prompted this parabolic run. It seems like it's trying to move towards the VWAPA. It is the leading gainer today. It's forming somewhat of a double bottom over here, but this is on the 1 minute, so that's not necessarily 100% clear. There's not a heck of a lot of volume on this candle, only about 165,000 shares exchanging hands on it. What is very attractive is that the float is under 500,000. I like that a lot. Volume, 15 million. I like that a lot. Right, so the volume grossly exceeds the float. That's huge. It does have news to justify the additional volume. They got some kind of a patent in Europe for ADHD treatment, right? So that's a story. Every one of these stocks has a story. It's currently up 125%. But keep in mind that CING had run up 199% earlier in the pre-market. So it gave back quite a bit. It is trying to form this double bottom, and it is moving to VWAP, which is around $4.33. That is going to be a significant resistance spot, but it is curling. It is the leading gainer of the day so far. It does have news. It does have a low float. And it does have a decent amount of volume, doubles. Volume. Yeah, volume. So we're going to keep a very close eye on you. CING, we're going to keep a very close eye on you. And if you start becoming Shamexe, we will come and revisit you. All right? In fact, I'm going to put you on a side chart. Side chart. It would be nice if that descending wedge actually created that bull reversal. Bull reversal. Just saying. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're enjoying the content, would you consider sharing the stream? Would you consider that? Ume says it's a reverse split. Yes, it certainly looks like it is. Yeah, it certainly looks like it is because the float is super low. We like that. And the volume super high. And it had news. Yeah, baby. Yeah. So it had news. So we will see what happens with that. CING. VSME was a runner earlier in the morning. It has been fading away ever since. VSME. And of course, it formed that terrible top, double tops over here, and it has been selling off ever since. And right now, it has very little volume. So it was schmexy.
Yay.
It was schmexy, and we did a video on it yesterday. We called it in Discord early yesterday in the pre-market, not pre-market, after hours, early in the after hours, because it had a parabolic run last night, and then it had a parabolic run earlier this morning, right after we did the video on it on YouTube. If you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, would you kindly subscribe to the YouTube channel and do what this young man says, please?
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded. And remember to share.
Because sharing is caring, folks. Sharing is caring. And if you're not following us on X.com, a.k.a. Twitter, what are you doing? Go ahead and follow us. It don't cost nothing. It costs nothing. Go ahead and follow us at Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money. And, of course, you can also follow us on Twitch at Coach Nick Money.
Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
And, of course, you can also follow us on TikTok at DBL Nicks.
At DBL Nicks.
At DBL NICKS. At DBL Nicks, and the screen name is Coach Nick Money. There you have it. And of course, folks, we have a special going on. We're going to be streaming live in our Discord after the social media streaming. You know the story. We tell you this all the time. There's a special currently going on for $1 for 5 days. You get to take a tour of our Discord, which is absolutely incredible. A lot of the top picks that we have, a lot of the top alerts that we have, they happen first and foremost in the Discord. And of course, we also have live streaming, where we actually live stream early in the morning, or almost every single morning. We live stream the opening bell of the stock market, and we basically go deep into a deep dive analyzing how we would particularly trade a particular stock, which stocks we would be trading, why we're trading them, and what pitfalls to look out for, right? Because it's not just what stocks you want to trade and where you're going to enter and where you're going to exit, but also what are the pitfalls, right? Because it's a lot more dynamic than just what's my entry, what's my exit. There's a lot more going on than that. Okay, so we go pretty deep in the Discord. So you're invited. You're invited to take the special, and you'll be very, 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 very happy, because the special's pretty awesome. Da 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 da. Right, DBL Mums?
Yep.
The bushy tail specialist is also involved. She will be pouncing on new stocks that are ready to run. I really suck at singing. You guys probably want me to stop singing. So just buy the $1 special, and I promise I will stop. But if you won't, it's like Chinese torture with bamboo shoots under your nails. I'm just saying, buy the special.
For the love of God.
Get the special. Chicken butt. I want some chicken butt. Oh my God. My heart hurts. Oh, Lordy, Lordy, Lordy. CING. CING. Loitering underneath VWAP. Loitering under VWAP. We need some volume. Man, come on, man. Give me some volume, folks. Come on. What do you think? These stocks need to, start whipping themselves up a little bit. No? What do you think, Doubles? No? Yeah, let's take a look at CING a little bit more in depth, because this is the leading gainer, and I would venture to guess it's probably going to have the most attention for the time being, unless something comes up with some brand new, fresh, and schmexy news, Doubles. Because that's always a situation, you need some schmexy news. So let's go into a longer time frame and see how this ticker has performed over the past year. You can see it has been selling off dramatically. In fact, way back when, it was going for $187, but it has sold off significantly since then. Let's go to a shorter time frame and see if we can garner any information, so we can see, again, a continuation of a sell-off. So as recently as December December 27th, 2023, this ticker was selling for $268, but now it's $1.80. So let's go into the 1 hour chart, 20 days, and you can see that folks probably bought at around $4. So we have, well, I would say around $4, maybe $4.75, and maybe they got stuck and you had a major sell-off. Here's a recovery, right? So some folks got stuck at the 340 mark and then a sell-off. So I'm guessing that, there might be another sell-off at the opening bell. People might want to get out of that situation where the price action had dropped so much and now it's coming back up. Let's go to the 5-minute. Right, so the price was way down here and now it's all the way over here. So maybe there'll be some profit taking, but right now it looks like there is a descending wedge bull reversal pattern in potential play. It would look a lot stronger if it was over VWAP. We know that there's probably a good chance of profit taking coming close to the 9:30 bell. Hopefully there'll be a burst of energy before the 9:30 bell and we get another run. Again, this is not financial advice, ladies and gentlemen. No. Ume said, love your lively laugh and family. Love you too. Love you too, Ume, and we love you in the Discord. You are a critical part of our community. We love our community in the Discord and also in the megaverse of social media. We call y'all the Indelible Pride. And why are you indelible? Because we want you all to leave your mark. Achieve your goals, baby. Make money, fulfill your dreams, be healthy, love yourself, love your family. Well, wow, that didn't sound right. Love yourself. I didn't mean it like that.
Well, yeah, self-love is a good thing.
No, but not like that. I mean, I'm like, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking. Yeah, I'm getting confused here. I need espresso ice. It's early in the morning. I've been up since 2:40 in the morning. Huh. All right, so anyhow, as I said, we would need volume. There is a very strong chance, in my humble opinion, again, I'm not giving you financial advice. I'm not giving you stock advice. I'm not a stock or financial advisor. This is just a show. I'm just telling you what I would tell my son. Son, there's probably going to be some profit taking over here. And, if this doesn't break out before 9:30, we could potentially be seeing a flush instead of a descending wedge bull reversal. And it is below VWAP, so it is struggling to maintain volume. It needs volume. Anyway, so that's the story with that one. I don't like SPRC because it has way too many tops, if you will. One top, two top, three top, and then a head and shoulders pattern. And of course, it has been continuing to pull downward. Right now, a critical support area would be this 200 EMA right here. And if it fails this level, we could potentially see a further pull downward. This is a sub-dollar stock. So sub-dollar stocks oftentimes are very, very, very volatile. So it ran up a whole bunch. It ran up 156%, but currently it's up, I'm going to say 70% because I don't want to get hit by the chancleta, but it's really 69%. Don't tell her. Ow! Oh my God. DBL moms, come on. It's the percentage. And of course, of course it went to 70% after she swung the chancleta. Of course it did. Thank you very much, SPRC. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Really do. You know what I'm saying? All right. So anywho, it has a bunch of tops here, and then the most recent pattern is a head and shoulders pattern right over here. If we go to the 1 minute, you missed the cue. 1 minute.
1 minute.
The 1 minute.
1 minute.
Let's try that again. 1, 2, 3. 1 minute.
1 minute.
Oh, come on. You're hurting me. You're hurting me, son. You're hurting me. You're hurting Papa. You're hurting Papa. You're hurting him. All right. So this is a clear head and shoulders pattern. We see the sell-off going on. We drew a line here, which is the area that would need to be broken in order for us to feel confident that this is going to turn. But quite frankly, it does not look very good at this point. It looks not schmexy. So, meh. All right, so here's the story with AISP. AISP, the story is that it ran earlier in the morning. Right now it's up 28%. Okay. Airship AI reports second quarter 2024 financial results. That was yesterday. It was an after hours. Float 8 million. Volume under 5 million. It just doesn't have the volume. Right? It was trending upward. We could zoom in and we could see that it was clearly trending upward, and then it had that volume spike and then that immediate flush, which was quite harsh. It formed this double top over here, and right now it is below the trend line. It's below VWAP, and again, I have to respect this double top. You know, I don't want to respect it. I don't like respecting double tops, doubles.
I like double bottoms.
We love double bottoms. And
Yeah.
you know what I love even more than double bottoms? Bottom tails.
Bottom tail.
But I don't see no bottom tails here. I see a lot of red candles. So, AISP, what have you done for me lately? Ooh, that rhymed.
Yes.
AISP, what have you done for me lately?
Lately.
Yeah. Zigga, zigga, zigga. I can make a rap out of that. I shouldn't sing, right? Spare the community? Okay. Okay. I'm just going to have some Expresso Ice. I'm just going to have some Expresso Ice. Okay. I get it. I get it. I get it. All right. I guess we're going to have to go back to CING. CING, and it's just like consolidating. And as I get closer to the 930 bell, that scares me because it's below VWAP, right? Let's neaten this up a little bit because VWAP went down a little bit because generally speaking, the stock has not been moving in an upward trajectory at this juncture. So the VWAP is at around 431 right now. We had what could potentially be a descending wedge, but it has not been validated yet because we needed to curl. We needed to test VWAP. We needed to break VWAP doubles. That's what we need, but we're not seeing that particularly just now. Let's go to the 1 minute.
1 minute.
Here we go, 1 minute. And we could see that there's clearly not a heck of a lot of volume on these particular candles. This is a candle with under 12,000 shares, so there is not a lot of volume behind this movement. However, the stock has a very low float. DBL Moms. The float is 498,000. The volume is almost 17 million shares, and it's currently up 121%. But it was up 199% earlier in the morning. Aha.
Yeah.
So it is giving us unclear information. However, doubles, if we go into a longer time frame, once again, we can see that probably folks got caught right over here. They probably bought and price action tanked, then maybe they held. You know what I mean? So they probably bought at around $2.50, and the price, and that was when? That was about that was yesterday. Right? So maybe people got caught on that up spike. Price went down. They held overnight. They wake up. Very nice.
Very nice.
The price went up a lot. Very nice. And they can't trade until 9:30.
Oh.
Right? And then 9:30 comes and they do a little, I'm going to sell and make a profit type of thing. You know what I mean? But right now, this seemes to be the most attractive stonk right now. But it's not moving very fast. You know what I mean? Doubles. Not moving fast at all. Ume says the volume of CING continuously increases, but not the price. Is that normal? I mean, it depends on what's going on, right? Because volume can also include shares that are being used to short the stock, right? So it could be an indication that you have a lot of people that are bullish and bearish with the ticker. But we're seeing the stock starting to move up. 420 for the memes.
Yay.
420 for the memes, and it's tickling the bottom of VWAP right now. So it wouldn't be out of the question that we get a price spike, especially before the 9:30 bell, and then profit taking at 9:30. I've seen that a lot, especially when you get around the 9:20 mark. So maybe we get a nice little run, and then around, right after 9:20, the price starts to stabilize, and then at 9:30, there's this big sell-off, and if it can recover, since it's the leading gapper, maybe it runs a little bit more later in the day. Maybe. Mere speculation. I'm not giving you financial advice. I'm just telling you, hey, that's what's up. That's what I'm thinking could happen. I'm not a stock or financial advisor. Do your own due diligence. I will tell you that the stock has a 498,000 float. Currently has over 17 million volume. It had news that they were issued a European patent for an ADHD type of the situation, if you will, and it's currently up 126%. It's below VWAP. We see that the RSI on the 1 minute, let's go to the 1 minute. The RSI on the 1 minute is starting to move towards the overbought area, but it's not quite there. We are seeing some increase in the volume candles, and they were green, but they're not like massively green. They're just slightly green, so we don't have a lot of volume. This red candle right here only has 4,900 shares exchanging hands, so it's not a clear slam dunk that we're going to get that run. It's not, okay? And VWAP is always a very significant support and resistance area. If the price action's below VWAP, well, that would be a pretty strong resistance area. If the price action gets above and holds and starts to move away, then VWAP becomes support. So it's unclear at this juncture, but what is clear is the fact that the price action was a lot lower just yesterday. It was down at $1.80. So if anybody got caught early in the morning on this price spike yesterday, where it shot up to 250 and then it came tumbling down, if they continue to hold and they come in at 9:30, they will probably be taking profits, is my guess. I'm thinking. Just thinking out loud. Just a guess, folks. Just a guess. It is trying to break VWAP. Let's keep an eye on it. If it breaks VWAP, we could get a squeezy. Nice and easy. Right now we have 134%. And again, we still have time before that 9:30 bell where people might be coming in for profit taking. So if there could be some more volume, hello, we got 250,000 shares exchanging hands. Still not enough, but again, the float is super low on this ticker. Super low, 498,000. But I would want to see a lot more volume to feel confident that we're going to have a nice little squeeze. If the volume comes in, shorts could be caught off guard, and we might have a push upward. You know, maybe like this would be a level, $5 right around here. So let's go ahead and put that like right around $5. $5 might be a potential area that it could test if we get the volume, right? So that could be a nice 75-cent push, maybe. This level right here would be another possibility. That would be around 485. That would be another resistance area, right? It is giving us a bit of a bottom tail. However, it's red. You can see that these candles are not super thick. There's not a lot of volume in it, and it is struggling to break VWAP, and that is not uncommon. Not uncommon, right? So the question is, in the next 10 minutes before the 9:30 bell, do we get a squeeze? Do we get a squeeze before the 9:30 bell? And then does it sell off at the 9:30 bell for profit taking? And then how bad is the sell-off, Doubles? How bad is the sell-off? That's, you know, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, I'm just thinking out loud, you know, thinking out loud. Just a regular person, you know what I mean? Thinking out loud, not giving you financial advice, not giving you stock advice. Do your own due diligence. And that's the story, Doubles, right? Is that the story? That's the story. That's the story. There's a little bit of activity. It's trying to push its way up. Volume is still very low. It's trying to get above VWAP. Going to watch it for about 1 more minute, see what happens. Again, struggling at VWAP. Unclear if it's going to push. Let's see what it looks like on the 5 minute.
5 minute.
Let's go check the 5 minute. All right. And we did get that, you know, a little bit of that reversal off of that descending wedge. So it did give us that much. And again, it hit VWAP and had significant resistance. Can it give us a bottom tail on the 5 minute?
5 minutes.
Because that would be quite significant if it did that. You know what I mean, Doubles? If it did that, you know, that would be like a very shamaxy move. You know what I mean? But it's still struggling on the VWAP, still struggling at $4.30. We're watching. I'm going to watch for 1 more minute, and then after that, I'm going to lose interest. Right, Doubles? Yeah. If it don't break VWAP pretty soon, I'm going to lose interest. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But this seems to be like all the other stocks are not really moving very well. So This one's not moving very well either, but it is the leading gainer, and I would venture to guess it has a potential. You got the potential. The worst thing to happen is to not achieve your potential. Right? I want to sound like a football coach or something. You gotta get your potential. It's struggling. It doesn't have the volume right now. So maybe later, maybe it flushes at the bell and recovers. Let's see what happens. We will see what happens, folks. That is the show. If you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, go ahead and subscribe, please, and listen to this young man.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded. And remember to share.
And of course, if you're not following us on X.com, aka Twitter, it's Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money, you mean?
It's
at Coach Nick Money.
It's at Coach Nick Money. That's what I said. Didn't I say that?
It's Coach Nick.
It's at Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money. You are correct, my son. And on Twitch, it's at Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money. On TikTok, it's at DBL Nicks.
At DBL Nicks.
At DBL NICKS. And the screen name is Coach Nick Money. And of course, the link is in the description to join us on the live stream that we're going to be starting in a few minutes in our private Discord, where we go really in depth analyzing these stocks and watching them into the open, and really provide a lot of valuable content for our Discord community. The link is in the description and in the pinned comment to take advantage of a 5-day trial for $1, and then it's $49.99. Folks, I'm telling you that we are going to be having to raise the price because we've added more and more features. So if you're considering doing it, again, no pressure, it's up to you, but if you're considering doing it and you want to lock in this current price, now's the time to take advantage of that. Okay, so that's what's going on. Make a ton of money, because I am Coach Nick Money, and I am with the one and only indelible one,
DBL Nicks in the house.
a.k.a.
the Rainmaker.
And of course, it's not a party unless you have your very own bushy tail, prancing Serengeti specialist, the one, the only. We love her so much. She is DBL Moms. And of course, she did that video on VSME last night for y'all.
Yes.
And this morning it went up 121%.
121%.
Make a lot of money.